Hey everybody, it's Thorpian, and today we're going to talk about the best way to make money when you're just starting out. Now, there's a lot of money making guides out there, and most of them are like, I made 50 million per hour flipping whatever. I only started with 3 billion and things like that. So we're actually going to start with a brand new profile. Not completely brand new. I have unlocked the Bazaar on this profile. You may recognize it from my last video. But we're going to show you how to go from literally zero, or well, I guess 7,000 technically, to having money. And what we're going to start with is we're going to go ahead and if you actually have zero, you can break some nether wart and you will get starting money that way. So we're going to quickly break this nether wart over here, pretending like we haven't already done that, and we're going to sell it to an NPC, and that's going to be our starter money. Now, I actually kind of don't like Bazaar flipping just because it gets annoying and boring in terms of like having to wait for things and having to sit there for like hours while your orders fill. So what we're going to do to start off is going to be a little bit different. We are actually going to do something called NPC flipping. And there's two forms of NPC flipping. One is you buy things from the NPC and you sell them to Bazaar. But the one that I like more is going to be buying things from the bazaar and then selling them to an NPC. Now, in order to do this, you have to know the prices for these things, obviously, to the NPC, because they're not really written anywhere. So it's a little bit difficult, and sometimes you can make faster money by using a compactor, which obviously, if you've just started, you may not have the collections necessary to compact stuff. So, what are some pretty good flippable items? Well, gemstones are always great. So a gemstone is worth 3 coins to the NPC. So each of these, as you can see right now, would give us profit for buying it and selling to the NPC. So for example, we're going to create a buy order of 1,000, top order +1, and we're going to get 1,000 gemstones for 1,536 coins. Now this one might not fill immediately, but it should fill pretty fast because gemstones are pretty common. And we just will go over to the adventure here. Oh, there we go. Our buy order is filled. So we can withdraw all of those and sell them, and boom. Like just like that, we've made money. About 1 coin per gemstone, so that's about 1K in a few seconds. There's a lot of other things you can sell and buy. I'll leave the figuring out of it up to you. There's even some websites that allow you to will tell you what the best ones are. For example, my personal favorites are not going to be redstone, but I like gemstones. The fine gemstones in particular can sometimes be a very nice flip because they sell for 19,200 coins each, so that can be a pretty solid profit. Netherwort is almost always profitable because, for whatever reason, there seems to be lots of people selling below the bazaar price. What a strange coincidence. I'm sure there's nothing sketchy going on whatsoever. And you can also buy a lot of it. So, like, for example, Netherwort's about 1.2. We have about 9,000 coins right now. And we're going to buy it for 1.3 and sell it for 2 each to the shop. So that's a pretty easy one. Another good flip is gonna usually be enchanted clay. So enchanted clay or regular clay. So 1 regular clay, and then we'll buy 1 enchanted clay just so you can see. So in this case, you can actually buy enchanted clay at the buy price and make money. Not a lot, but you can make money. Clay is 3 coins each, so it's not nearly as much money. But you can see that you can make 1.2 coins per clay that you buy. Or here you can make 11 coins per enchanted clay that you buy. The nice thing about clay is because so many people run clay minions still, even though they're not the best, you can get millions off of that. So overall, this is a pretty easy way to make some early money. So I'm going to go ahead and take my 9,000 coins and do a half an hour of this form of flipping, and I'll show you where I'm at. All right, guys, so 30 minutes later, I've done a bunch of flips. I actually got really lucky with the regular version of Bazaar flipping coal. For whatever reason, it was like insta-filling sells and buys, and so I was able to make a poop ton of money. I made very little off of flipping cocoa beans. I did a little bit of wood flipping. It didn't work out too great. The market for that isn't too hot, generally speaking. But yeah, so I have made a grand total of um, so about 200K. So I went from zero to about 200K in 30 minutes. And obviously, you can't quite get that kind of percent returns all the time, but you can actually make quite a bit of money from bazaar flipping. You will hit eventually a point where you can't make too much more money just because there's going to be too many bazaar items to deal with. So yeah, this is a great way of making money for starting out. As you can see, 200K in 30 minutes. You really can't beat that with absolutely no skills, no collections, nothing at all except for the Bazaar unlock from my previous vids. So please, if this helped you, if this helped you get starter money for, an item or a weapon or just, your first minions, whatever it is, please leave me a like, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content that is similar. Thanks, guys. Bye. And for those of you still here, I've got some extra flips for you to see. So one good one is Mithril. Mithril sells for 8 coins each. Almost always sells in the bazaar for 6 point something. That's a great one. Gemstones, like I mentioned before, are a great flip. Snow, kind of medium. Not, the quantity can be a little disappointing. Coal, like I mentioned, for whatever reason, is hot right now. But that's not really the kind of flipping we were talking about. But the one that I actually made the most money off of was magma cream. So buying magma cream for 1 over whatever the current buy order is, and then selling it to the NPC for 8 coins each, which is actually quite a bit. So made about 2.5 coins per magma cream. It's pretty significant. And a couple other ones real quick here. Enchanted Prismarine is about a 10% profit flip of a pretty decent amount of 400 coins. Same for Enchanted Prismarine Crystal, so both the Enchanted Prismarines are good at the moment. And that's about it. So, there's others, of course, that you can find all the time. Oh, and the other one, salmon. Salmon was the other one I did. So most of my money came from magma cream and salmon flipping. Salmon are worth 10 each. They're currently selling for 7.6. So you can see it's like 2 profit per salmon. All right, guys. Thanks for watching this video. And please leave a like and subscribe. I hope you enjoy these tips and that you make lots of money off the bazaar. Bye.